welcome back to another Epic Builds video. Today I will be starting from scratch and I will be almost teaching you how to build a boat that floats. I am mainly using 2x6s. Any pieces of these, so big or a little tall. If you don't have these and you only have these, but singles, so I'm going to grab them real quick. This, if you only have these, you can stack 3 of these up and 3 of them will equal 1 of these. So these are going to be called flats, medium, height. And then these are tall. So I will be building a boat from scratch here. I just have pieces and I am almost free building this. I have I didn't count when I started on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'm using a 24x6. You'll see these used in many train sets. That's what they'll come with. You can buy these almost at any Lego store. Then 2x6 here. So first, I'm going to take my 24x6 train piece. And you see these holes here. This is not very boat-like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up the top piece here with 2x6. Make this whole thing covered up. Cover it up like this. Just keep and layer the whole thing up. Now these holes in the middle. The reason I'm doing this on top and not on the bottom is because on the bottom there's a little lip right here. You can see that border. Studs don't go well over top of that lip or border line. So that's mainly why I'm using these. You do not have to use 2x6s when you're building. You can use whatever size you want. 2x6s work the best because they fit perfectly over everything. And when you cover it up, you'll always make sure everything's well pushed down on any build, really, and especially when you're building a ship. So push this all together. Go around, push it all together. So you can tell, covered up. Then on the other side, you can tell it's all sealed. There. So after that, we're going to be taking, we're going to be taking some of these. Make sure they're one wide. I always prefer to start off by using the same length. So if you could tell, these are same size there. And I'm going to put them on the sides of the ship here. And then basically make a border. I'm going to leave 8 open in the front. So I have 8 studs by 6 studs where I can put the cabin of the ship. You could, in theory, keep going, which I will show you real quick. So you can make it any size you want, really. I'm going to go with 8. So one thing I like to do is I use the 4x1 in the back here. I am going to take a 6x1 here, and I'm going to cover all this up. So I locked all of these together. So all those were then locked together. And then I'm going to keep going down the side with whatever I can use. And right now, I'm going to leave 1 open here. My cabin is going to kind of come up and it's attach in here. So when you leave those open like that, then you know you have room to build it. And then at the end, if you don't use it, you can fill it back in. I am going to keep going here. And as you can tell, I covered up. You can tell there's a little gap right here. I covered that up with another one on top. So right next to that side, there's a gap, covered it up. So that's what I'm doing now. always cover up the gaps. So if you can, never leave the gaps open. That makes the walls on the ship nice and strong. So, here, I am 100% building this from scratch. I just grabbed some pieces and pretty much threw them together. I'm going to need a couple more pieces here. Here, so what I was talking about in the beginning, this here, this is 3 of basically 6x1s. So this forms one that can go right there. So you can also make multicolored pieces like that if that's what you want to do. So I'm going to leave this here because later I'm going to take these and I'm going to go over this, locking what I'm going to put in here in place. So I am first on this. I'm going to flip it over here, flip it over. I'm going to take little, I guess you can call them buoys if you want. You may not have these, and if you don't, that's okay. You do not need, they're not required for a ship. If you have them, you can use them. Kind of like these. I got them in a swamp kind of set. It's for a helicopter or a plane, so it can basically land on water. I'm going to put these, attach them to the side of my ship. But before I do that, I'm going to make the cabin. I am going to need to get my pieces for the cabin. So now I have my piece. Since my ship is only 6 wide, but this piece is 8 wide. So it will hang over the edge of the ship. You may not have this. You'll get them in most boat sets. Let's get another one here. Here we go. Now, what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to be able to add this to the side. But I'm going to add it with these. These are more of my 2x6s. Set these out here. I'm going to attach this to the side here. And like this. Make sure you can push down real well. I would actually not use 6x2s. I would just attach them regularly. Unfortunately here, I think this is, actually that's not going to work. So we're going to need to do something else. We're going to add these two on the sides. So you can do this. We got side windows there. And then I'm going to add windows in the front. Clear, the clear medium heights. Tell right there, pretty clear. There. So I'm going to set these on the front. You will need approximately 4 pieces. Go. Okay. And then you're going to need find them. What we're going to do is we're going to cover up the top. So we're going to use an 8x2 in the front. To the front there. And then this is a 10 by 1 on the sides. We're going to need 2 of those. 2 10 by 1s. What am I going to do? Actually, we're not going to use 10 by 1s. We're going to use, I think these are 18s. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They are 16s. So 1x16s on the side. There, like this. My 16s, black and white on the side there. And then I messed something up. Oh, found it. Here we go. Okay. So then you see these are pretty loose. We're going to attach them together with 2x6s. So you're going to place them at the very back. Make sure you get them solidly pushed down. Okay, there we go. That. Then we are going to take these. Whenever you're building, you're always going to want to have two orange taker aparters here. So like you can easily, the reason I say two is so you can do this, then you place one on the bottom, 1, 2, then you just clamp. You just squeeze them together a bunch. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then eventually they'll get them far enough apart that you can put your taker aparter in, slide it down, then you can get them apart. Just like that. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put, I believe these are 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to want to put 10x1s on the sides like this, but leave 2 spaces here. So I'm going to put this there like this. So you have 2 of them on the side. Then you're going to take 2x1s. 1, 2x1. You need 2 of them. So you see right, this gaps, fill them in. Push one there, push one here. There we go. 6, and then you're gonna need 2 6x1s. It's gonna be this height right here. 2 6x1s. Since I'm going to scratch it over all my pieces yet. So you have this, all flat. Since this whole thing is almost flat, you're actually going to need 3. 2 of these. I have some here, I just need to take them apart. And it's like this, and squeeze, then you will take them apart. There we go. There we go, so your whole ship is now smooth. Then you're going to take pieces. I would use some 2x6s for the back. Just clamp, push them all together, creating a roof for the ship. This is from the back here. So the front section, you're going to have to use an 8 by something. In the middle section, you're also going to have to use an 8 by something. So I don't have any 8 by something nearby, so I'm going to have to run and get some. Here we go. I got a 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 by 6 here. So 8 by 6. And then this piece almost covers everything. So this piece is a 8 by, I'm not sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is an 8 by 15 here. Probably 8 by 16, just miscounted. And then you're gonna need a 1 by 8. Yeah, no. You're gonna need a 2 by 8 here. Put it on the front. You're gonna have a 1 lip over. So see there, you got 1 side over. That is mainly just for decoration. Then you can see you got things there. Push them together. Things on both sides. So you just clamp, squeeze all the way down. So then you got a ship. And then you got little holes on the side. You can cover those up if you want by just one one by ones, or you can leave them open so you get air inside. Then that's pretty much how to build an easy ship. So it does not take too long, as you can tell. Went through that pretty quickly. And then you have a full ship. You can basically use any pieces you want. So I mainly use pieces from everything else I build. Then when that gets taken apart, I just take pieces from it, build them. There. This thing, I'm pretty sure floats. I can even test it, which I will. Alright now. So I just tested it, and it does not float, unfortunately. So I had to figure out how to fix it. What I saw the problem was these holes on the side. The water would come up to there, and then it would go in. So instead, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to close them up. So I'm basically just going to take off the top, have little 1x1s. Just going to put the 1x1s right in there. Yeah, and then just close it up. Okay. So everything's nice and sealed. Put it back together. And then it should float. I will test it right now, and I'll tell you if it does. So as long as you make sure all the stuff's pushed down on the ship, it should work. It should float. It is a little lopsided, so it isn't level. It's kind of like this, kind of tilted. That could just be maybe the way I built it. Something was off. But you could, I think, easily fix that. But I think it might have also been because when I first tested it, it sunk. But water was still in it. So when I brought it back and I put it back together, I tested it again. It sunk. Then I realized it was because I didn't have all my stuff pushed down. So then I pushed it all down, but then there was still water inside. So make sure your ship is entirely dry. Everything's pushed down. No holes. Should be good. Make sure you do have a towel ready because the ship does come out with a little bit of water on it. And let me know in the comment section if you want to see more of these videos on maybe how to build stuff. I do know in my last video I said there's a battleship video coming out. It's coming out, but it's a work in progress. So it is very difficult to build, especially something of that size and of that weight. But this ship works. So I will be trying to do a video almost every day or every other day if I can. Probably more of these build videos. Ship here, ship there. You can build this at home if you want. You could just watch me do it. If you have the parts, you can build it. You can modify it. It doesn't have to look like this. You can make it your own, honestly. That's it for today's video. Bye!